Oh, how the turns have tabled.
Oh, how the tables have tabled.
The turntables are turned.
Oh, how the turns have turned.
All right, so you can do the honors and
I
kick
will.
off, Justin.
I will do the honors. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Toasty Ashes of Dusk Story Meet Extravaganza.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
I am Duper, and to the right of me is Art Blaster Brian, who is dressed up as Arthur Blastian from the beloved series Toasty Ashes of Undertale. And then to my left, we have the amazing Ivy,
Hey,
wearing the sorting hat from Hogwarts.
wow.
Kidding. It's the hat from Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a nice save.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. I had to point that out. You know, it's awesome. Rowan from Toasty Ashes of Dusk.
Yes. So wait, Arthur has a last name and it's Blastian.
That was the original joke about it.
Yeah.
Because you're like, we need to put Brian in the game somehow, and then he's just like, I want to be a space cowboy. And we're like, and I was just like, Arthur Blastian, perfect. And then that's how that happened.
Heck yeah.
I kind of hate it, but I also love it at the same time.
Pretty cool. Pew pew pew.
So-
Anyways, it just started blasting.
So I just started blasting.
So sorry. Unrelated to all of this, one of my friends started. This is so chaotic. You're gonna love this. He's streaming Devil May Cry 3.
I just saw that.
He bleached his hair and his eyebrows, came in full cosplay into his stream,
Oh my god.
and then just started bench pressing weights. The game's booting up. It's that one song, the opening song for Devil May Cry 3. It's such a good bop. And this guy comes up in this stream that he recognizes, and he starts cussing him out, telling him to get out of his stream. He's underage. Pulls a bottle of wine off screen and just starts slamming it. I'm like, oh my god.
Wow.
It's hardcore.
What?
I said that's hardcore.
It's happening? And then like my Discord was going off, and you're like, oh, the meat. I'm like, oh right. I'm sorry. I was just everything just kind of paused for me.
So
Oh,
you were
man.
just
stood
really
still.
involved in
I-
this drama unfolding in
Well,
this other stream.
it was just very crazy because normally he's very calm and quiet, you know, just very casual, talking.
Yeah, I
to
know
the
who you're
audience,
talking about. And yeah, I'm surprised about all this.
He just goes freaking wild on you.
saying the wildest crap too. I clipped so much. Okay, anyways, Toasty.
Oh my god.
So, Arthur Blastian here, and I were watching Oddventure.
Artie Blast.
Artie Blast, yes. Artie McFly. Ooh, dang it. Artie Big Fly. Okay, so
What were we doing?
we were on Steam watching Oddventure's demo playthrough for the festival, and it was very cool. And that's definitely something I think we should pursue when the time comes.
Yeah, I want
So
to
what-
I want to get our demo on Steam for sure.
That'd be good. That'd be really fun.
Yeah. I mean, did we mention when we wanted our demo available?
No, we're
Like,
not
out there? We're not talking about that.
So much is getting put into it. Like even Faulty tweeted yesterday about the different font formats, which I thought
Mhm.
was so cool,
Yeah, that was a nice
Especially-
addition.
especially for people who suffer from dyslexia. That's so awesome.
Yeah, I was really excited about that because I have the dyslexia a lot, but
Okay, there.
no. Uh,
Is there like something that helps with like dyslexia and stuff in games, like with displaying text?
Spaces between fonts and thinner text.
yeah, like if you can
Oh.
see each character easier, and then also like capitalization helps out a lot.
Oh wow. Yeah, I never knew that.
Yeah, it was really cool, Faulty, to do that.
Yeah. Shout
So-
out to Fault.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Faulty.
So last time we ended off on the train. We were gonna talk about the train. And Meg, who's listening right now, is gonna be getting into spoiler territory. What'd you call it? Spoiler Town Junction?
Oh, spoiler junction, yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
All right. You know what? It's funny. We always start these sessions and then I'm like, oh, I just start talking about it off the top of my head. And then I'm like, I gotta open the document. I have to look at something. Because then I just start making stuff up.
you're like, yeah, and we're gonna do this, and then we check the doc. We're like,
I
well,
mean,
that's not what we
it
have
doesn't
here.
hurt to make up stuff because it kind of adds some brainstorming to it, and like maybe you'll think of
Mhm.
something that we haven't thought of before. But yeah, you're right. Like we need to kind of follow
You know what's
list.
really funny? When we just start, we act like we're making up something new for the game, and then I go back and check the document, and it's like the same exact thing we just said, and wasted brain power on developing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it drives me crazy because we'll even be like, oh, just like that one thing in that one game, and then you check the doc, and in parentheses, like that one thing from that one game.
Yeah, we're just talking in circles for years.
It's great. We just like the sound of our own voices talking about Marshmallow Boy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna open it up, and let me see what I have here. We're
Meg
talking about
says,
the train.
Meg says, I honestly missed the last Toasty session. I forgot to watch the last session. Well, that's okay. Well,
Oh,
what you could do is when
no.
they're all completed, you could just have a Toasty marathon. Watch them all.
Toasterific.
I just saw your message. Some gall you have.
Yeah, I'm calling you out.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, The Mountain Pass, Act 6, which takes place on the train.
What band?
So, all right. So, how much of this do you want me to read off, and how much should I be like, oh no, spoilers? Oh wow, I cursed. Sorry.
How dare you?
Brian just like, ugh.
Took me how many episodes, and I finally did it.
6. There's 6.
6. It's 6, okay? 6.
I mean, you did pretty good. I think I've sworn. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was that one where
All right.
he was sleeping the entire
So
time.
Justin,
Yeah.
just let me know if I should should I just
Oh.
start reading stuff that we have here?
So you can totally say this. Do you see what I highlighted?
Yes.
Okay, and nothing else.
Nothing else. So, all right.
No, I mean, like, obviously don't say this. Oh, this part.
So here's this really cool surprise that happens that features Ash. So
Like, don't say this, but you can
So
say
basically, Marshall tries to solve a disappearance (parentheses murder) on the train. So that's the premise of after you leave Avarice City and you head towards Mount Ash. Essentially, this part of the story takes place on the train, and you, I guess you can't like backtrack or leave at this point until you finish this part of the game. We didn't really talk about that, did we?
Well, we
Well-
can backtrack after this.
We talked about
No.
that you could go back on the train to go back to Everest City, but once you're on the train, you kind of there's
stuck there.
no way we can make it so you're like on the train and you're like, oh, I want to leave, and it's like, well, you can't. It's a moving.
Yeah,
train.
the train's moving, Ivy, unless you want to yeet yourself out.
Well, let,
We should
let
just
me-
make it where there's an option to jump out the window and Marshall falls down a cliff.
right.
That's so mean.
He just goes over the waterfall, and his head's bobbing. Well, let me put it this way. Since a major story event happens when you first ride the train to Mount Ash, what I'm trying to say is you spend a longer time on the train it's kind of like a cutscene that you play through almost. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like you have to go through this event in order to get to Mount Ash, and then
Yeah.
once you're at Mount Ash, you have that option like, all right, I can stay here or go back to Avarice City on the train.
Right.
And then once I'm in Avarice City, I can go back and forth as many times
Yes.
as I need to.
Yes. But you can also, since we were talking about the travel system in the game, we were talking about that in our regular dev meetings, not the actual story meeting. You could also just bypass the train completely if you wanted to.
Can you?
Couldn't you? Because if you're gonna have the ability,
you mean
exactly.
after the train?
Yes.
I was like,
yes.
wait, you could just skip the train part? I was like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
No.
you can skip this huge story part of the game through hacks.
All right, so essentially, yeah, it's like, all right, you have to go through it once, but you don't have to after that.
Can we have Mr. Wait, what was this? Who is the conductor? No, I'm looking at him right now. Which one's the conductor? Not Mick Quackenberg.
I don't think any of them are the conductor.
Okay.
Are you talking about the one with the
So-
hat?
So basically, I'll say this so it's not spoiled or anything. It's kind of like there's suspects on the train, and you have to figure out who was involved in the disappearance of.
Who ate
I
the
guess it
pie?
was the conductor,
Yeah, the conductor's missing.
right? And so you have this cast of weird characters. You have to kind of do detective work and figure it out. I forgot where I was going with that, but that's the premise of it.
Yeah,
Because I didn't really explain it.
I was thinking like if you wanted to go back to Avarice, you can talk to the conductor, and then he can make a comment and be like, "Don't you have like a faster way to move around?" But all right.
Yeah. No, it's like, enjoy the scenery, jump out the train, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Multi says, "Oh, we're doing a murder on the Orient Express type story."
Yeah. So
Paper Mario
that's
Thousand Book.
essentially, yeah, that's what it's gonna be like.
A lot of weird
But
stuff.
yeah, there's a lot of weird characters that you get to interact with and talk to, and I think we'll make it have more of an emphasis on dialogues, an emphasis on dialogue and less on action. I think in this.
Is there going to be
part of the story.
any like clue finding where you interact with like stuff around the train?
I'd imagine so.
Yeah,
It's just a lot of like interacting and talking, like you're not gonna be facing like hordes of enemies or something.
Right. It's not. There's no
It's
like combat or anything, but like you just.
Yeah.
It's kind of a chill change of pace right before a big event.
right.
right. And then we'll have the wonderful.
The train is the enemy, Faulty.
Well, yeah, you have to suplex the train.
Oh dang it! I was typing that out.
You guys are on the same page all the freaking time.
Well, when you go up to the second floor of the dining car, you have to fight the scorpion with the shotgun.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
For anyone who's played Resident Evil 0.
Oh, I haven't. I was so confused.
I was about to quote Final Fantasy VIII, but I didn't know if anybody.
Wait,
would
did
get
you guys play Resident Evil 0?
it. Yes, I did.
No.
It's a good one.
I love 0.
I've only ever played 2. And even
Well,
then, I didn't play it by
Brian.
myself.
We're gonna have to fix
I'm not.
that.
I'm not good at the spoopy games.
Oof. Justin, you have to do a playthrough of the first Resident Evil remake.
I'll do it, and I'll make sure that Brian is there for every single one. And if he isn't, I'm gonna stop.
I mean, I'll be there for that. I like it. I like playing them together. I can't play them by myself.
Really? Is it like a scary thing? Like you're scared of it?
Yes. I don't like horror games.
Really?
Spoops can be
Yes.
fun, for real.
Wow.
Oh, they are
Learned
fun, but
something
like
new.
I can't. I don't know. Like it's not something that I'm like, ooh, I want to play this horror game because it sounds fun. I'm like, no, that sounds scary as hell. I don't want to do that.
What if? So we have a couple of parts in Toasty that can be a little bit Ooh. Are you
I'm
gonna be
okay with like
that?
creepy and spooky stuff, but like when it's just straight up horror or gore, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Or an animatronic sprinting out you in VR.
So you don't want to play like any of the Amnesia games or anything?
Oh god, no. I tried to play I think it was just Amnesia. I think it was what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to play it for a little bit. I was like, oh, I'll give it a try, and I don't even think I got anywhere. Basically, I got to the point where I was in some, well, I guess the whole game's in the catacombs or something.
Yeah, there's like a part where you're in the basement, and it's like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Faulty, I'm on the
Yeah.
same page. You try to play Amnesia from Fear quit after 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm a big baby.
Yeah,
So, anyways, this train
we
is going
we
to
just
Mount
agree.
Ash. This train's making its way to Mount Ash, and you gotta solve a crime. Something happened on this train. And imagine like different events. It's like this one, I don't know. I love the character Cheesemo that you have written here. So like Cheesemo is
How
like
dare you give away their names?
I can say,
We gotta say something.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
that's the spoiler. Like I don't know. They're like, oh, I was in the kitchen and I was baking this cake, and then I put it in the refrigerator and I locked it because I don't trust this other character. And then you go to the kitchen and like the lock's been broken. You're like, oh. Story gets thicker.
You know what this reminds me of? That Adventure Time episode where it's Jake's
On the
birthday.
train?
Yeah, it's Jake's birthday. Or, no, it's Finn's birthday. And Jake
know-
made that fake train mystery because he loves that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, the dungeon train, right?
Yeah, Dungeon Train.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's
that-
up, people?
These people.
Yo.
Just sent this wild gif, and it's like that's exactly what it is. It's what what the train segment is gonna be.
I mean, we all love Adventure Time, so
Oh
that's
yeah.
a good. It's definitely an influence here. I think I was subconsciously thinking Adventure Time with this one.
Yeah, I feel like the game itself, just in like the style and everything, is very Adventure Time because nothing really makes sense and it doesn't have to.
I actually
Right.
really liked that when people said that about our game. They're like, "Oh, I get Adventure Time feel." I'm like, "Yes."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's all the food characters.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was playing the game or upstreaming the game, people were like, "Oh, that area is called Docktown. Is that a play off Clocktown from Majora's Mask?" And I was like, "Oh."
Only took us several tries to come up with that simple name.
I know.
What was the first one? Pier Town? That's not much different.
Pure Town, pronounced Puritan maybe, then Port Azure, and then Docktown. Every time I said fuck all girls.
Yeah.
Toasty. Faulty. Spoilers, Faulty. Adventure Time is set in a post-apocalyptic world. Is this the backstory to Toasty?
I mean, it's after a calamity of sorts.
Oh yeah, if you want to dive into the lore of Geldia and all that stuff, you got to read the what's the Toasty version of the Silmarillion? All right, I'm showing my super nerd. Hold on. I need to stop
It's,
that.
the,
Put it back.
it's called Gallant Dawn.
Oh, that's right.
Gallant Dawn.
What did I call it?
He said
Galleon?
Galleon Dawn. I was like processing that for a second.
That's what I meant.
Processing.
Gallant.
A gallon of Dawn, the dish soap, just straight up.
You know, thinking back on when we were making that comic, it's funny. It's like Brian just joined our team and we were like, hey, we're gonna do a comic.
Oh yeah, he's like, I am so tired of working on comics. All right,
Yeah.
let's make this game.
Justin and I
Hey,
were talking on
what
the
if
side
we-
because I just stopped working on a comic, and then immediately when I joined this group, you guys were like, "Let's make a comic."
I felt
I
bad,
have
so
no
I was
idea.
like, all right, I gotta help. I gotta put a lot of work in too. So, I helped with doing the page layouts and the writing stuff because I'm like, all right, I don't want you to be doing like 5 pages a week.
No, and I appreciated that a lot. It helped out so much.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. So
Ooh.
there's all that backstory. The lore runs deep.
Deep.
Okay, so this stuff happens on the train, right? And we have all these very interesting characters, a lot of fun interactions, and it's going to be very fresh. And it's going to be a nice change of pace because right before you get on the train, you're going to be in a beautiful, beautiful place called Avarice City, which is massive and huge and so much crap to do. And then I love how the game just shifts to this very small area.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a contrast, the really going from a sprawling environment to the really confined. And it's almost like, going from Avarice City where it's more like, oh, there's all these side quests and different ways you can do things, and then in the train it's more, I don't want to say linear in a bad way, but it's less open-ended like that.
Well, I think it will keep it
Yeah.
fresh to have a nice change of pace. Like it'll keep things interesting if you go from like this big, almost sandbox area where you can kind of go around and explore, and then once you get to this point, they're like, okay, story time, and then it kind of just, you're along for the ride, literally, and also because like you can't do anything else. But
Right.
I think it'll just kind of keep it fresh, and yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. No,
I'm excited to do parallax backgrounds. I'm serious.
We'll have a lot of those. We take a lot of we try to change up the format. Like, we talk a lot about this, like changing up the format and everything. Like, oh, it's turn-based fighting now, and then change it to, the train sequence, which is almost like, I don't want to say visual novel, but like it's more dialogue focused. And then, Avarice City was more side quest oriented, and like, I like that we're doing different places that are driven by different types of gameplay. So, it adds a lot of variety and stuff.
It's so dense. There's so much going on.
You may have gone a bit too far.
I may have gone a bit too far in a few places. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I don't really want to get too much more into the train. Like, we can talk about the fact that it's a train and then it goes forward on tracks and it goes choo-choo. But there's also a lot of spoiler stuff that goes on in there.
Well, this is the point in the game when Marshall gets a gun. And then, and then, like I was saying, there's a second floor to the train, and then there's the giant scorpion fight and the zombies.
I just love how you casually mentioned that he got a gun. I thought we talked about not telling everybody that.
It's like a really big book, Marshall with a sword, and then it's like really small book, Marshall with a gun.
Yeah, that meme.
Yeah, but it's,
oh my god. Dude.
Toasty if Marshall had a gun.
Oh my gosh. What would the gun equivalent be in Geldia? So, drugs, I guess, in Geldia are like lollipops.
Oh my god, disclaimer. This podcast has drug content.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Huff, puff, don't
it
do
also
this
has
stuff.
gun content now.
Oh no. This
You're
is like
the
our
one that
most
brought up the
controversial
gun.
episode.
You brought up the gun!
I mean, Arthur has a gun, so
I said you were blasting! You have a cute little sci-fi little pew-pew blaster. I just came in straight up with just like straight Glock plow. He gets a gun, he's killing giant
Yeah.
scorpions.
Oh my god. But yeah, I forgot where we were going with
I know, Faulty. it's so hard to tell sometimes if we're joking or not, and like Ivy is so deadpan that like sometimes if I'm not up to date on the references, I'm like, wait, is this a real thing? I don't know.
I love that Ivy does that. It's so flipping good.
Yeah. I mean, we have to find something to balance the whole scene with in Avarice City we have to balance everything with the whole scene where Oscar commits arson and a hijacking, which I'm not lying about. Well, the arson part I am.
I was gonna say, hold on.
I don't. It's like I don't remember the arson part, but okay.
Are we gonna tie in the whole private investigator thing to Oscar being a
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, I think didn't we want to do that? We wanted to do like you go to their office and it's like, oh, Rowan's there and she started a or Dupes and Rowan started the detective agency, and Arthur joins them. But isn't it like conditional? If you completed the Arthur mission, then he joins them or something?
Wait, you can do something like that. I just
Yeah,
figured that.
I think it'd be cool if it was conditional like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm fine with it. I mean,
So
imagine
then-
he's just like I'm the, what is it called? What is it called? Like,
Enforcer?
the not bodyguard, not enforcer. There's another word for it.
Hired gun.
I mean, yeah, it's closer to what I was
He's
thinking. I was
the
thinking about
muscle?
like,
Mercenary?
no, dang it, there's a word for it.
Bagman?
What?
Bagman.
Oh wait, are we talking mob terminology or what?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh my god.
The muscle,
Hitman,
the
bodyguard.
hitman.
No, dude, bro. No, I'm looking this up. Hold on.
Okay, so one thing I wanted to bring up was since we're trying to avoid like super major spoilers in these talks. I don't want to say we're getting near to the end of the game, but we kind of are as far as like areas of
Yeah.
the game. Because we're probably not going to talk about Mount Ash at all, are we?
You talking about Ash?
We can a tiny bit if you guys want.
Because I really want to talk about Agent M.
Yeah, we could talk about
Oh,
the
yeah.
aliens.
Yes. So
We didn't even mention that
On-
one alien. One that's an Avarice.
oh yeah. Why don't you talk about that?
What did we
Unless
name?
you want to keep that a secret.
No, I can talk about them. What do we name that character? Because like I drew him up on when we were having fun on that one drawing app. And we
Oh,
had
the
the
alien is
ridiculous-
just like a human?
Yeah, it's like wearing this
And he
comic large mascot head
Mm-hmm.
with like his eyes are like out of the mouth or whatever, and he just like, how about that human air today or something?
So he just keeps dropping hints that he's not human, and he's wearing like a big paper mache human like head, and he's
But-
seeing it. You see an alien face in the mouth
It's so
of it,
obvious. But like I imagine like the portrait, like the actual mask would do emotions like what? But like only one. Like normal talking, it's fine. Like he's in distress, it's fine or whatever. But like if he's like super excited about something, maybe his eyes will like the mascot eyes will sparkle, and you'd be like, wait a minute, hold on.
Oh yeah, we can do like make it kind of expressive.
Yeah,
His portrait's going to be huge because the mascot head's gigantic.
it should be so.
I'm gonna send. Yeah, I think I have a concept art of. I'll
Yeah, you-
throw it in here in the
you
chat,
did.
and
It's somewhere in here. When did you? draw
unless
it?
you find it first.
Oh, it's a race. It's a race.
I
you
think it's
want.
under concept art
Dang it!
characters.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm in concept art characters right now. I'm looking.
Fascinating. We can't even find our own concept art.
So much art. There's so many
It's
characters.
so dense.
It's so so.
Anyway,
much.
here, so there are 3 other aliens that you encounter on Mount Ash, and you help them. They crash landed, and you have to help them repair their ship.
Yes.
And there is, you kind of discover the reason why their ship was destroyed, and it has to do with the overall story and Marshall's journey. So
Was it
pretty
from the
cool.
event at the end of the prequel comic?
It's from the thing that might have happened that one time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got hit by something doing thing.
Something go crazy.
I have her sticker on my bottle.
Yeah. Space Agent M.
I got. I can't find the drawing. On
know.
the-
It might be in
I
the
don't know where
Discord
it went.
somewhere, like hidden, but I don't know.
Oh. So, anyways, Mount Ash. You can talk about Codswallop. That's not really a spoiler in Mount Ash.
Right. So on the mountain, there is a village of fish people in the town of Codswallop, pun. We have them.
I was trying to like save this picture, but it's not letting me.
What picture?
This one, for Mount Ash with Codswallop with the fish.
I kind of
the
forgot
actual-
about them.
on the Maspadia.
I kind of forgot.
Well, like, there's so much in this game. I can't like keep track of everything all the time.
What is going on?
You're like, it's just too dense. Yeah, it doesn't let you paste it. That's weird.
It is dense. We should do
Doesn't
PowerPoint presentations for these.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Like,
when
how
I
did-
actually edit these recordings, I kind of put the images up on them anyway.
You know what you could do? You could like take this little piece right here and then put it on like the bottom left, kind of, and have it like 25% of the screen where we're talking, and then have like
Oh,
an
like
apple-
actually have like a
direct-
projector and like a screen like on the left of us, or like in this exhibit, you see. Oh, I remember them now. Okay, I was thinking of the mud.
Yeah.
The mud.
No, not the Mud Skipper village.
That's a different village.
That's a
That's a
different
nut- that's a-
village.
yeah. What the fuck? Maltese is like, what the hell is this? Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet. Wait till you meet Plipson and Benko.
Right.
I love the names you give to these characters too. Like you just doodle up a bunch of names. You're like, these are all come up on the spot improv names.
I usually do come up with them on the fly. I'm just like, hey, that would be a funny name.
Yeah,
and
no,
I
that's the
just
praying
make up
mantis village.
a- You know, Faults, you better watch yourself or I'll make that happen.
No, wait, that's Badger Village. On the outskirts of the waste, right?
Oh wait, that's Sentient Butt Village.
Where is the mud? Is the mud skipper thing actually going to be in the game?
I'm dropping a picture of Gretch.
I love Gretch. Dorito-shaped head.
Yeah, I have some NPCs I drew in a notebook. Oh my god.
Forgot about Captain Planks and Sinks.
I think I changed his name to Floaty.
I think you did, yeah. But
Captain Planks and Floaty.
you just
But
typed
that's the
it on.
original. So
Just the-
yeah, it's a.
Oh my god.
I think Justin was like, "Oh, what if we had a guy and then there's this boat that's living, and instead of a person being in a boat, it's a person standing on a floating guy." I just straight up made him dead.
Why not?
Faulty.
Yeah.
After every one of these meetings, we add 2 years to the release date.
Yeah.
We don't ever have to address it either. That's the best part.
Well, you see, this is we have to do the item world. That's where the real, that's where most of the game comes in. Like, each of Marshall's equipable items you can go into, and there's these randomly generated dungeons.
Ivy. Ah.
And you gotta level up your items too. You can't,
We are not having a level exist.
For the record, Faulty, Ivy is totally pulling your leg right now. I know you said you can't figure out if we're ever joking or being serious.
Okay, that bugle chip bot that you called. I always think it's like a mummy with like ice cream dumped on his head.
With an
well,
eyeball.
you're not wrong. I mean, I never said what it was.
I think that's what I love about all your characters. Yeah, like I love about your characters that they're so like they have some sort of grounding to them, but they're also abstract enough that you could interpret them as different things.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I just start with like a silhouette idea in mind and try to make it interesting, and if it comes out like, oh, it's an animal of some kind or an object, or it's nothing, like it's some weird Dorito head guy.
Simpkins. Yeah, it does kind of, like the destroyer from Thor. Yeah. Boral.
Wait, which one? Boral?
No, the ice cream. Like,
Oh, yeah, he does kind of.
Look,
have
everybody's
that
going
vibe.
on and on about Bugle Chip Bot and Boral, but we never talk about Poo Poo.
Oh my god.
Poo poo.
Do I have like a finished? I could have sworn I had finished art of that character.
You do. It's on a separate file. It just cracks me up. Poo poo.
Yeah,
Just feel like trying to draw them and you're like, screw it. Poo poo.
basically, yeah.
Still in the concept art, would still be in the concept art book if it was ever a thing. Poo poo.
Yep. This is the creative process. You get to see it here.
Oh, can we need to bring this guy back. You know who I'm gonna send.
Oh no. This is from when we first started, like back in 2018, and you're like, you had this little list of cameos of all your friends appearing in the game,
Yeah.
and you just wanted me to draw them, and I'm just like, all right.
Who was this?
Alright, well, this guy was just some dude. Like Oscar
I
just
thought he was. Isn't he based on one of your friends?
no. Not this guy.
You said he was.
Well, I don't remember them, so probably not.
Oh my god.
Kidding. Wilson and Orbeck are actually references to people. They're not a
No
friend.
longer.
Yeah. They didn't let me have my turn on Xbox. I love
Here's
her.
one of the casino guard ladies.
Yeah, I love how they had like head. I don't know what you call them, like head coins. Like
The guy online symbol, yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. I think I have some more casino denizens. Didn't you? I think you sent one. Didn't you? No.
I had a question. Is this a taco?
No.
I'm in pain.
It's a clam and a surfboard.
Okay, my
They're
bad.
drawn really badly.
I can see it now. Okay. That's a
he's
taco
gnarls because
ball
it's
with a
gnarly to go surfing.
Yeah. Come on.
Faulty. That's a taco bowl with a baguette.
Here's me when Justin says anything about these crappy drawings.
Baby Yoshi.
Gorch. Man, I am gonna hate editing this part. I'm just gonna have to throw up every image you guys are throwing at the screen.
Fun, Brian.
Yeah, I will. Fine. I enjoy it. I like editing.
Brian's expression drawing all these characters.
I think Brian likes that Squidward guy.
I do. Wasn't he like gonna be in Docktown and he was like a sad sailor or something?
Yeah, I think so.
What? My Google Home just went off. Like, I don't understand.
I still can't find giant mascot head.
It's
I know,
fine.
it's really, really sad. It's one of the best
Go digging.
characters.
one of the greatest tragedies of our time, actually.
Yeah.
Totally. Wait, do we still have that drawing thing? Hold on. Oh. Oh, is there still art here? No! Wait. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it
Found
worked.
it.
Yeah, hold on.
What drawing thing? Oh, you found the bookmark for that?
So that's your an original sketch. You did
This is
that
why
one
we need to
first.
reorganize the entire drive. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, we have the artwork in the folders. It's just like I feel like some of it's not all of it's not uploaded, or like they're getting posted on our Discord, but they're not.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was Ivy's redrawn version of.
Oh, so you found it.
Where'd you
It was
find
on.
that?
No, it's on the actual drawing doc
Oh, okay.
because we
right.
also had this really really cool character that's gonna be an Avarice.
The stop sign guy with the punch gun.
How cool would it be if he was like an enemy?
Like
He should be.
he's like a
Enemy.
Avarice City mobster. Like
Yeah.
just like a stop sign, stoplight, traffic light.
Yeah.
He does look like
he does.
someone. That's what I thought so too. Looks like someone from Reboot.
Yeah.
When your mom make pizza rolls.
Spoiler: the alien guy is a banker.
That's right. That's right.
Alien bank. Totally not
I love how,
suspicious.
yeah, I love how the bank is openly advertising like
No, they're
this is run by an alien. And then you go in and he's like, I'm not an alien.
Ivy, you have one joke, and it's pee pee poo poo.
I feel like that frog with the pot on his is like an inverse crocus.
That was the whole joke about it. He's like Bocus or something. I don't know.
How do you say crocus backwards?
Hey, we didn't-
Sucocus.
The shark lady, we didn't put her anywhere in the game yet.
We need to figure that out because in Avarice we gotta have the stoplight guy, and then we also need to have dire tires.
Oh, oh no. They're gonna be enemies? So just these tire enemies?
Yeah, just straight up rolling. You ever see that movie Rubber?
No.
Yes.
The horror movie about a tire that kills people.
Wow.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Oh.
But we should definitely.
Oh. Roscoe has some political commentary.
Deplorables. I like that. I like that shark lady. Like she
Me
looks
too.
like someone who would be an Avarice. Like I think
Yeah.
we need some like hip looking characters in Avarice.
I agree. Drop the
Yeah.
pop.
I think there's going to be a club in one part or some kind of music venue.
Yes, we wanted to have like a straight club. And then it would be funny. What we could do is we could take one of like Say's songs and just have like a remix version of it or something.
Right.
Just playing
Wait,
in
why
there. and
can't it
everyone
be a
just-
gay club?
And what club?
You said it was you said we were gonna have a straight club, and I said why aren't we gonna have a gay
Oh,
club?
I meant like just in general club.
I know. I was making a
Sure.
joke. I'm making a
It's a good
joke.
joke.
I'm on to you. I'm on to you. What about this totally original character that Ives drew?
the
First
um,
off, is that a coughing with a middle finger on its chest?
That's what I thought.
You drew it.
Also, is that a
Did I?
Sandshrew that's by
Wait,
the
I drew
shark
that?
lady? That is totally your
that-
drawing.
That is totally an
Yeah.
app, but I think that's a bong.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first, but then I'm like, wait. I think that coughing's flipping me off. Slush. So, Justin, are you really obsessed with Slurpees?
I love him.
Is that where Dupe's love of the slush pea originates?
Yeah. Because I have one joke, and that's it.
I really like the little helmet guy. I don't know where we're gonna put him.
Like an Ultraman teddy bear or something.
Oh, cute but deadly. Yep.
You know, it'd be
He's cute.
cool if he joins you and follows Marshall around on some kind of like side quest or something, and you're both fighting like I don't know, like you're fighting the dire tires in the alleys of Avarice City.
Yeah.
Oh, so like, yeah, well, what if there's like a side quest where you meet this little character and he wants to be a superhero in Avarice, and he's like, oh, will you help me fight crime? And he follows you to go fight some street enemies or whatever, and then he feels like a superhero, and yeah, I don't know.
But you like
Wait, so that's that would be for the little helmet guy.
Yeah. Like you find him and he's like, I want to be a superhero, and he's got his little like toy helmet that lights up, and then he's like, will you help me fight crime? And then you actually go out and you like have to fight like these not gang members, but like I don't know, it's the Toasty equivalent of enemies in the streets, like those like.
What is his name?
there is no name.
I don't like that. He needs a name.
He does.
The teddy bear?
Yeah.
Poddles.
What?
Poddles. Poddles.
Everything
Poddles.
can't start with P in this game.
And warp.
What about no, Poddles is good though.
That is
Well-
good. What if his helmet like makes like sounds? Like it's obviously a toy, but it's like
Oh, like those old
You know,
like
yeah.
laser guns that were like pew
Yeah.
pew
Yeah, and it
pew.
just alerts every enemy around you, and you're just like, oh god.
What if that's like you have to go on a stealth mission with him or something? And every time you go to like move and do stealth crap, his helmet goes off and it does like the it does like it goes through the whole range of like car alarm sounds.
Yeah. That would
And
be
then
really
like all the
funny.
enemies, yeah.
Rick runs off and he's like, don't worry, we got the power of friendship. He just gets knocked aside.
So we want to do a lot of stealth missions, I guess.
What happened to that really cool shop concept perspective? I don't remember. I think we just decided to change it. I think it was
Yeah.
a timeline issue.
Imagine, yeah, it was a timeline thing. Imagine Brian having to redraw the entire Haruko shop pub.
I mean, I don't care that much. I mean, it'd be cool to have it look differently, but at the same time, like, I think we decided we didn't want Marshall to be in the menu of the shop. But I don't see why it would be a huge issue because it's not like a first-person game.
Yeah, well, I think that what the issue is it would have to be, we'd have to do something special every time they get a paladin item and they'd come back here, because then its sprite would have to look different.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
I think it was just like extra stuff like that. That's why we didn't pursue that one.
yeah, and I don't know. I like just the classic shop feel.
Oh yeah, it's good.
yeah, I like what we have. I don't want to. I mean, I'm okay if I don't have to redraw that. So
Brian, you got to redraw
Yeah,
it.
don't redraw it.
Just redraw it.
Your life on this project is one big redraw.
no,
It's redraw time.
Ugh.
And then we got
Item crafting.
no item crafting. We're not going down that road.
that character looks horrifying and like reminds me of
He's an
something from like The
abomination.
Simpsons or something.
It's got French fries for arms and legs. Everyone loves French fries.
Yep.
Buffy's.
But he's saying fries.
Oh, Fafis. Okay.
Fries. Does it walk like it's on stilts?
Like it has to like waddle and
Right, and then it
it's-
just breaks its legs and just oil everywhere and screaming.
I just imagine you're just standing there. You can talk to him, and he just does not really move.
It looks like
I like
something
how-
from like Rick and Morty or The Simpsons or something.
I like Ivy's redraw because one of the eyes is like bigger, like it's pulsating forward.
Yeah, it's like coming out of the head.
funny to me.
And one of the arms is a soggy fry.
Yeah.
So I really like the idea of the stop sign dudes and the dire tires being enemies in Avarice, but what kind of enemies do we want to have in other areas? Like obviously like we got the clubs.
Right, we have the gloves. I mean, one of the areas that I've been working on recently is the Waste, which is like the desert area of the game, and it's huge. It's the size of, like, it's easily bigger than Avarice City, believe it or not.
Sandworms, faulty. Heck yeah.
That is a good idea.
Call them Doonals.
Doonals. How big would the sandworms be?
Not that big.
Are we talking like dune sandworms where they're like giant?
No. No, we already got to deal with the Juggernaut. Can you imagine that?
Are we gonna make them like Super Nintendo ball joint?
Oh, well, like where they're
serpents?
just like spheres that are like
Yeah.
layered on top of each other.
Yeah.
Like the Pokies in Mario.
Yep.
Maybe we could have tumbleweeds with sunglasses punching people.
Yeah. I mean, we have to now.
Yeah, cactuses. I mean, it is desert area. We could make like,
Mm-hmm.
or you can just go straight up off the wall and just have like an ice cream cone robbing people. Wait, no, we can't do that. Oscar's robbing people. Okay, ice cream cone. Just.
I think the idea of having like some cactuses that are normal cactuses, but then some that look like normal cactuses like will like turn around and come after you, and they're actually like cactus monsters.
You can call them cacoozles.
As long as we don't call them
Yeah.
what are they called in
Bars?
Final Fantasy?
Bars? Cactuars?
Cactuars, yeah, as long as we don't call them that.
I'm cool with that. Like, I think maybe the player can, as Marshall, you can like cut down regular cactuses, like bushes kind of. But then there's
Right.
like fake ones, or not really. They're actually just enemies, and they, like come at you.
Yeah, I feel like if you hit the enemy the enemy one, it would like make the hit sound, and then it would
Yeah.
it would come after you and try to like spike you or whatever.
What if you're cutting down cactuses, collecting gilds and stuff, and then you hit the one that's an enemy, and it just starts sprinting at you like this?
I like Faulty's idea. Call them cactals, and they cackle when they chase you. So they like laugh like little gremlins.
Oh my gosh. I just imagine them like running at you like people. Like not even silly waddles or spins.
Just
They straight up
sprinting.
sprint at you. Like, oh no.
But yeah, I feel like we do need to touch on different enemy types more often, because we have the glubs and the glublet. Is that what we're calling them now?
Yeah.
Bingo.
Glublet. And then we got
Fungies.
fungies and. But yeah, we need to definitely work on different enemy types for the other areas for sure.
Oh, remember what was that one? Like the really creepy fungi that I did the concept for?
Oh, the one
Yeah.
that like split. It's like split in half, and it was like its mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I got that picture. I got it right.
The one that's basically like the regenerators in Resident Evil 4.
Wait, which one? Now you're saying that.
No,
now
not
I'm-
that one.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
That's
I
the one
don't
that's in
know.
the game.
You mentioned that. I was like, wait a minute.
That's what's in the game right now.
It's like yeah. Is it that was like one of my initial concept arts, I think.
Oh my God, he's got a cold.
I gotta find the one. Did you like my overreaction? Like you posted like
Yeah.
No, not that
Which is
one.
cringe.
the worst
Gosh.
one ever.
I got 5
Yeah, let me
minutes.
see if I can find it real
We
quick.
got 5 minutes.
Find it and
But yeah,
find
I think we talked about it in another episode where it's like there's only 2 or 3 of them in the entire game and they're really difficult to kill.
Oh, that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, and they're kind of like mini bosses of the entire game kind of idea, rather than just the
yeah, we
dungeon.
talked about that. Yeah, I remember that.
One enemy that I think
Like variants.
I can't remember if we were all on board with this, but I like the idea of like, you know how we have the ruins of the castle and everything.
Oh
did-
yes, I know
did-
you're talking about.
Did we
yes,
decide that we were gonna have the undead knights linger and like we're
I
gonna have
love
like
that idea.
zombie knights around the castle area?
because you know a lot of them died in that whole thing.
Yes, yeah, we
That thing.
definitely have to do that.
I
Yeah.
think that'd be cool because they could be like suits of armor, kind of just like wandering around.
Yeah, I'm
Which
excited for that.
also that is also something we can pursue for pretty much the entire world of Geldia. Maybe they can be like kind of like Dark Nuts from
Right.
yeah, because remember they all, you know, if you read the comic and shit, you know, all of them kind of turned and whatnot. So
Yeah,
I'd
we can definitely
imagine-
use them in different spots, like Mount
Like-
Ash or like wherever.
Yeah, like maybe even one is in a room for like in the mines. You're like, who knows? And like you encounter one, you're like, oh fuck, you're like, that's one of those ones. You can like try and like avoid it completely unless you have to get past it. You're like, crap. But it's not a mini boss. It's just a tough enemy.
Is there an overarching darkness in like Malice Breath of the Wild that finds enemies that are close to being
Hold on, I got the right emote to reply to that with.
I'll let you guys answer that.
So anyways, there's this guy that's gonna turn into a zombie that you gotta fight, and the ruins of the kid. Yeah. Did we decide on that?
What?
We're gonna fight a zombie, like this like decrepit zombie version of the king.
Oh, I don't know if we decided on that, but I like that idea. I think that'd
We
be cool.
talked about that, and I love the inspirations we all collected together for the design for the king. Ooh weep, ooh weep. Yep.
Yeah.
Weep.
Yeah,
we-
we could do that.
I think that'd be pretty interesting. Maybe like it could be just something that's optional or something.
Yeah. I think we will have to discuss that next time.
Yeah, let's talk more about enemies. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, next time let's definitely discuss enemies. I feel like that's something we really need to talk about more.
Yeah, and it's a good opportunity to do some world building through, the type of enemies that inhabit certain areas and stuff. Like you were saying, Brian, we have like the gloves and everything that are in the beginning of the game. Weren't we going to make them present throughout the game?
Yeah, I imagine they were like small time guys, kind of like the little slime guys that kind of like waddle up to you. And,
Yeah, they're
dungeons
essentially
and
like
all of
the,
this.
the slime enemy of Toasty. So like they can appear in different areas, and I think I know we talked about having different variations of them, different colors
Yeah.
and stuff. But
We should have a snow glove. And
Oh god, that sounds so cool. What if? Oh my god, snow glove and like the inside of it's like like a snow glove. All right, listen, this is such a good idea.
all right,
it's like snow glove. Don't go near the yellow ones.
No, no.
all right, we gotta go. Yeah, I gotta drop because I got another call to get on.
All right, thank you
All right.
everybody for hanging out with us on this story meet. I'm sorry, Meg. I know you want us to hang out longer and stuff, but it's okay. We'll get you next time. 2 weeks from now, we'll be doing our next story meet. My name has been, yes, my name is Duper. Thank
It's
you
not
for
anymore.
joining
It just has been.
Yes, thank you for joining us for Toasty Ashes of Dusk. I've been joined here by the amazing Art Blaster Brian,
Yeah, that was me.
as well as Ivy, aka Rowan from the hit game Toasty Ashes of Dusk.
Yo.
And we'll catch you all next time.